Let me introduce the Yaris GR, the road-going rally car of today. It's got 257 horses, some massive brakes, a button, carbon fibre roof, 4-wheel drive, fancy suspension, and we just bought the cheapest one in the UK right now. There's a slight catch.
Right, welcome back to our channel, guys, and we've got a Toyota Yaris GR up there. It was supposed to be down there, but it's up there. So what we're going to do is bring it down so we can show you guys a little bit better what's happened, what we're going to do, and all the rest of it. Right, the guy who owns this car's wanted one for a long time, and they're supposed to be pretty special. Now, I'm all for technology, but I am intrigued and interested to see what this car's going to be like when it's fixed, because it's 1 cylinder less and a couple of horsepower more than that thing, which is what it supposedly have taken over from. We've got 4-wheel drive, 1.6, 3 cylinders, and a turbocharger off a rally car, so I'm told. Right, it's a bit of a weird one, this. It's hit something at speed, obviously, but I've no idea what. And it looks like it was an animal or a grey-haired person. So everything from here downwards is okay, including the intercooler. Everything above has taken a battering. Radiators are toast. So the coolant rad and the aircon condenser's toast. Headlights are toast. Fan cowling's toast. Airbox is toast.
Bumper's toast.
Bumper and bonnet. But I'll get to the bumper in a second. I'm going to tell you something interesting about the bumper.
Right.
And then obviously bonnet has been pushed into the windscreen, so the windscreen needs changing. And I'm told that these are unique to the GRs because when
the windscreens.
The windscreen, yeah. Because when they made these cars, they actually lowered the roof line. So this body shell's not the same as a normal Yaris. It's one on its own. Airbags have gone, but I'm told they are the same as the normal Yarises, so we should be able to get them easy enough. And the main one, and this is where the risk element is buying salvage, it's turned up as a non-runner. We don't know if the engine runs. Pretty obvious when I look at it why it doesn't run, and that's because of this lot here. Look, the wiring loom's taken a real hammering. It snapped numerous plugs off, and the wiring itself has split through in a couple of places now.
So the engine's actually unaffected then?
I hope, yeah, it looks on the face of it unaffected. So it should, once we get the wiring loom and everything back on, it should start up. But again, we don't know, we're taking a chance. The good thing is, the engine ECU, which is up there, is untouched, because if that had been smashed, that would have been a big job to get a new ECU and code it and all the rest of it. That's okay. One thing we will have to check, and I think we'll be okay, is because this airbox is smashed and shattered into a million pieces, I hope it hasn't sucked anything into the turbo. So I'm going to take that pipe off and check it before we go for the first start, because the last thing you want, and this is learning from experience, is something lodged in there. You start the engine up, it sucks it through into the engine and just makes a mess of everything. So we don't want that.
Yeah, judging by the amount of animal.
Yeah, or there could be a bit of animal in there.
Or a grey-haired man.
Or a grey-haired man. So I'll give you the positives now. So I've given you the what we do need. Now this is the upside. So because the damage was above this bumper bar line, chassis legs are straight. So the chassis legs are straight, the wheels are in line, the suspension's undamaged, the wheels themselves, and these things I'm led to believe are about £2.5 grand for a set.
Really?
Because they're forged aluminium. So all the like stuff that's going to affect a high performance car where your wheel alignment could be out and things is okay, which is a massive positive. So we'll get stuck into it and hopefully it's going to be an easy build-ish. Easy build, I don't know.
Easy fix.
Easy fix, easy-ish fix. So the weird thing about the bumper, we've got two good sides and no middle. But the bonus of this is carbon fibre, I'm pretty sure. Fog lights, and they look like some fancy kind of fog lights then with them big heat sinks at the back. So that's going to be a few quid if you were going to go and buy them. So we've got them, they've survived on both sides.
Yeah.
So we'll get another bumper skin, and obviously the grill's missing, we're going to have to get that, but that's a win.
And do you know how much that'd cost, just the carbon fibre piece or the lights? Or
I would hazard a guess you would have no change out of 200 quid a side, and that's off used bits.
a pile of what appears to be junk.
Believe it or not, that's actually priceless, because when you come to start putting this back together, there'll be little bits of retaining clips, rubber bungs, grommets that we need out of that. And again, I know from experience, you end up buying new stuff or even salvage sometimes, you know, for salvage when they come, and you just need that one washer or rubber grommet, and it's not there, and you've already thrown all your scrap, not scrap, you've already thrown all your damaged bits out, and then you're stuck. And then you go to someone like Toyota for one rubber bush or a grommet, and they want like 150 quid plus VAT. That's a bit of an exaggeration, but I have actually had similar scenarios. Right, that's it for this video. So when we come back to it, hopefully we'll have some bits and we can tell you why we've got about getting those, and we're going to get the engine running, because rule of thumb with salvage, make sure that your stuff is good before you go any further, because if the engine's no good, we've got a decision to make as to where we're going with it, because what we don't want to do is spend a ton of money building it all up only to find out that the engine's no good. And obviously, of course, whilst everything's off, it's easier to get to the wiring loom, so we'll do that and we'll get the engine running. Thanks for watching, and hopefully we'll see you next time.